Hello, everybody. Beard Advice Live. This is Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, every Wednesday, episode 74. It seems like we just did episode 52, and I was like, woo, we did a year, and it just goes by so fast. It's crazy.
You know, I was thinking as I walked up your driveway today to come inside, I was, running a little bit behind, and I thought, how many times have I done this? And it feels like I've done it once or twice.
Yeah.
Because it's going into something that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
It's brought me so many things already in life.
And it's so similar, but so new. We're always tweaking. We're always adjusting. So just want to start off by saying thank you guys for being here. We have what I think is a pretty cool show tonight. Not only do we have some cool beards to help out and facial hair in general, but we got some cool traditions to go over. But to begin, if you guys do not mind, you see on the bottom, I'll probably remind you one more time tonight. But if you could, hit a thumbs up for us. That does make a big difference. And if anybody wants to share it out, that always helps out as well. Who knows who's at home bored and then clicks their social media and like, you know what, I will check that out. So I do appreciate that, you guys. And by the way, if you're on Instagram, anybody can add a link on their Instagram stories now. So just kind of keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm Dan. This is the Mayor. Mayor, how you doing?
Doing great. Here on Beard Advice Live, what we do is exactly what it sounds like. We give advice on beards. If you are ever interested in joining our show, please send in to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Couple pictures, front for sure, side for sure, and specific questions about what's going on, anything other information within reason. Not all the information, but some information is helpful, and we'll get you on the show usually pretty quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody's welcome here to send in. Everybody's welcome to give advice. We take pride in having this positive, supportive community where the mayor, myself, gives feedback, but so does everybody in the chat. For example, we have in Amy, the unbearded roommate right now. Amy has been super busy with work and just life and hasn't been able to stop in the streams that much lately, but I'm so glad that she's in here tonight. Amy, that's awesome to see you. We have hairdressers, we have just experienced beardsmen, we have new beardsmen, we have bearded ladies. Everybody is welcome, so please, if you got somebody that wants to come view, send them on in, and we'd appreciate that. While I get our next segment ready where we talk about our traditions, we would like to do just a little check. Drop one word answer in the chat right now for how you're doing tonight. One word answer. Be creative as you would like. Be straightforward as you would like. But one word answer on how you're doing tonight. But on the show, we have some traditions. The first one is we like to eat some form of jerky. We've had many, you can't just say beef jerky because we had so many different kinds of animals. Today, though, everything has been sent in to us from our buddy, Mr. Shade, who I'm sure, there he is right here. And he said, good, that's awesome. So Shade Carpenter right here is the man who sent in and kind of sponsored all of the traditional things on the show tonight. Super, super excited. So jerky-wise, we do have beef jerky tonight. We have a couple of different ones. So this is called Hero Jerky. We've never had this. So we're going to try this one. And it has to do with supporting the military, and jerky with a mission is their kind of statement. So we have the original, awesome. We have the gluten-free teriyaki, which is rare. And then we have the jalapeno lime, which I'm the most excited for this one, I think. I'm most excited there. It's got all the little pepper flakes in there, so very, very excited. And then beyond excited, normally we have some version of Mountain Dew, but once in a while we make an exception. And today we have two North Carolina staples when it comes to beverages. If you guys have tried these, once we show them, please drop your experience, your thoughts. Both of the new beverages tonight are a first for the mayor and I. We've never had these. You guys will get that first experience. I thought I had the first one, but I did not. I confused it with Squirt. So the first one that we have is Sun Drop. Sun Drop in the glass bottle, straight from North Carolina. Super excited. If you've tried this, drop your thoughts down below. And Mayor, right, you have not had this one before?
No, I haven't.
Okay. And one of the things that stands out to me on the labeling here is it's made with sugar, real sugar. So it's not any process. I like sugar too. And then the second one, which we have cooling in the fridge, because I've been told that it is better when it's as cold as possible. And that would be, and I think I'm saying this right, I always thought it was Cheerwine, but it is Cheerwine. So it's a very, very cherry colored looking beverage here. So if you have had this one has like a massive reputation. The company formerly known as Chesapeake Beard and Grooming, they made a Cheerwine scent a while ago. I did not like it personally, but a lot of people went crazy for it. So Shade, who sent this, said, love it. Okay, let's see here. Cheerwine is gross. Sundrop is awesome. I had a feeling that the Cheerwine was going to be a divisive one.
I don't know. I just want to say, first of all, Shade, thank you so much. You made our night. We've been looking forward to this. We put it on our stories and all that. And it's just fun. It's fun to experience maybe, just someone else's favorite things. Any ties to North Carolina for you?
Other than Petey Pablo, no.
All right. I've got, my brother lives there.
No.
My oldest brother lives in Chapel Hill now.
Okay. Does he know that you're getting down on some North Carolina tonight?
I doubt it.
Okay. So Amy says Cheerwine is amazing. Cheerwine is incredible. Sundrop, thumbs up. Cheerwine I never had before. Okay. Mayor looking fly. And no, it's not alcohol. It's just a pop. Just a soda pop. Sundrop is really good. Okay. My wife laughed when you said Cheerwine. She had it tonight. Hey, I said Cheerwine first. Come on, Brad's wife.
Just being honest with the process.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going that one's nice Southern drinks. It is. Sundrop, Tennessee. It's an everyday drink. Oh, okay. I sensed your West Y post. I did. So I do. And hey, we'll ask that in the chat too. What do you guys have in beard today? I have in West Y Sundrop oil. I had to go with it. It's inspired from this drink. Mayor, what about you?
Whiskey and Hardtack Strange Romance with actually West Y, the unscented butter. Because I'm getting back into butters again after getting the mask off and being able to kind of do my thing with my beard again.
Yeah. All right, so we have our handy dandy Beard Octane bottle opener. I don't know if these are still available. They were on their site for a long time. So we're gonna pop this, we're gonna try it, and we'll go from there.
Tomorrow, what do we got going on after school?
Tomorrow, we talked about it last week, but we have the staff versus students basketball game. So we'll get some video when I'm on the bench. I'll get some video of the mayor. When the mayor is on the bench, get some video of me. We'll only post the flattering stuff. At some point. I got. I'm not going to be in shape.
Is that game gasses? Because those guys, it's the 8th grade boys, and they get serious. I think they're coming in undefeated.
Yep.
But they haven't really played men. For being honest, so you're experiencing it. I'm thinking I'm picking up like I don't know. If I were to sense Dan's, he's like at a 7 on it. That's my guess.
Okay. On Sundrop, 9.7.
What?
Amazing.
You held it in because I didn't feel your shock.
It's amazing.
No.
9.7, right. No exaggeration. Not because it was sent to me. I'm scared of the Cheerwine. I'll be honest. This is amazing. I don't know if it's the glass bottle. I don't know what it is. 9.7.
If Sprite and Mountain Dew had a baby, it would be Sundrop. It's very good.
It's
got
good.
Like a little bit less of the, Mountain Dew has like super sugar. It's still got like that good. It's really good.
Oh my gosh.
Very good. We're going to have to be ordering this.
Yeah, no, and we got 2 more too of this. So,
that's one of my goals someday for us is to like have like a free pop machine in our studio with all of our favorites. Boom, boom, boom.
Just hit it. That would be really cool.
Like that's a dream. Like
that would be cool. That would be good. This is amazing. It's refreshing. It doesn't feel like I'm drinking. I know it's sugary, but it doesn't feel like I'm drinking some. Like when I drink Mountain Dew, I know I'm drinking a dessert.
Straight up corn syrup.
Yeah, I know I'm drinking a dessert. I love it with a passion, but I know how bad it is. I don't feel that with this, even though I'm sure it is. I'm sure the sugar's
calories. I'm sure it's
the sugar's got to be. Let me see here, just crazy. 45. So it's right there with Mountain Dew. But my goodness, it's like Squirt. Yeah. So I don't get the full cause Squirt I get like a little bite, like a little pinch at the end.
It's like grapefruit. It's a little more grapefruit in the Squirt.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's refreshing and good sometimes.
Yeah, that makes sense. And hello to everybody. I appreciate that. Everyone's stopping in, man. It's amazing to see all you guys. This is awesome. Yeah, I really, really enjoy this.
Thank you. Already,
Yep.
success right there. We found a new love. Now, I wonder how difficult it is to get it up here. You know, would we have to do like an Amazon order or something like that?
Feel like I've seen anybody in my mission. My boy Jeff is in our town. I feel like I've seen plastic bottles like at the store of Sundrop, but maybe I'm just confusing it.
Like squirt?
Maybe. Do you guys know? Does anybody around the Midwest know if it's possible to buy Sundrop? I'm not sure. Yeah. All right. Hey, what's up, True Mamba? Is there another day other than Wednesdays you guys do Beard Advice Live? Nope. It is just simply Wednesdays. Every Wednesday. So True, if you send in, man, the directions are actually a pinned comment. If you send in, we will get you on the show next week.
And we kind of like to think if you're ready right now, it's anything done with a beard is it's never hurts to wait a little bit longer and think about it a little bit before you make a trim or a decision like that. So it doesn't hurt. But weekly is pretty good, right? I think, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Jeff says it's in cans everywhere. Okay, perfect. And Sarah says, Mayor, I have to say, since we've been watching this year's New Year's Eve live stream and your baby beard you had then, it's been nice watching it grow and see how full it's getting. It's coming in superb.
Hey, you made my day with that. Honestly, one of my big holdbacks was just that I was throwing a mask on every single day afterwards, and I just wasn't able to kind of execute all the process, all the butter, getting it picked out, like just truly enjoy it. And I have been the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Another question for you guys, and I promise we'll get in the beard advice, but sometimes we just like to talk and hang out with you. So Sundrop is a North Carolina thing, and then Chris says, isn't it like Faygo a Michigan thing? So Michigan we are known for our Faygo. So my question would be, what is a regional beverage, all jokes aside, please, but seriously, what is a regional beverage near you that is something that you're proud of, something that you have? I would say for Michigan, it's gotta be, and I'm talking soft beverages. Everybody's got a famous brewery. We got Bell's Brewery. We've got Shorts Brewery. We got all that. But what is a famous, like, soft beverage, not adult beverage, that is regional to you? Would you say Faygo would be our...
Faygo is Detroit, whereas Verner's is, I think...
Verner's, true.
And I love Faygo. Rock and Rye is my favorite, but Verner's is the more distinctive product out of Michigan.
Okay, you're right. So Doug and Jeff came in swinging there on that one. So Jones Soda, I've thought for a long time Jones Soda was out of Michigan, but yeah, it's not. It's not there. Verner's, all right, all the Michigan. That's pretty cool.
It's really good. You know, in Michigan, guys, and this may not be something you know, but when you're sick in Michigan, you get a call as a parent and you're going to pick up your kid. You're going to grab a 2-liter of Verner's on the way on the way home a lot of times, especially for like an upset stomach.
Yeah, it really is medicine.
Did you try the Verner's?
Aloha Sun. Okay, Aloha Sun. I can see that. And then somebody said, where did I see here? Somebody had said, I missed it, but okay, Coca-Cola, a couple people did there. Austin, who is her husband, and Sarah said Coca-Cola, so that must be, I believe that's in the Atlanta area, right? So, interesting. Any Wisconsin, like Jolly Good? I've not heard of that one. We've got a couple of different root beers. Yeah, I know Washington because Bill, the moderator's there.
How exciting. Like, it'd be so cool. That'd be, anytime you guys want to let us try this is like... I feel like VIP, getting to try like a taste of North Carolina night, and it's good.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys see, but I am already half gone here.
It's sun dropping fast.
It is. And Shade is so nice, man. Even after I thanked him, he was like, anytime you need anything, seriously, just let me know. Just let me know, and I got you. And I'm like, oh man, that's so cool. And he really, like, some people say that, but he really does that.
Quick little hi to AJ. Hi, AJ.
Yeah.
Sits by me in class like 4th hour, so I gotta make sure. Otherwise, he says, what happened? Where's the love?
And 4th hour, you get extra time on days like today. So, AJ, yeah, it really does. It, like, the carbonation, I think it's the ginger that's in there that just kind of, like, soothes your stomach. Yeah, it really
makes
does.
You burp, too, I think.
That makes sense. Milk, actually, it's designed... Oh, man, Jay, I'm so sorry. Shout out to the Mason fam out there, you and your beautiful wife, kids, and all the friends. Awesome. All right, and we will get into Cheerwine. That'll be kind of like the little break as we go through. And actually, let's try the jerky while we got you guys here. And we're going to go with the original first. It's kind of like when I try a company, I always like to try unscented because I want to get just a feel for the carrier, feel for how the products work. I think when you go jerky, and unscented is a good option there.
Or original, usually. I don't really
say
want any
unscented
scent,
jerky.
honestly, on
That's
my
true.
jerky.
That's
Why
true.
don't you go ahead first? You
Okay.
always are, a gentleman and let me go first. And I'm just gonna read your. I'm trying to read them. I don't always get it, but in the meantime, I just want to give a little plug for our Facebook group, Command's Corner. Something we started about 2.5 years ago, and it is doing really well. We bring in daily sponsors. If you're somebody who just knows Dan on the YouTube level, check him out. Check it out. Check Command's Corner out. We bring in sponsors. We get you guys discounts throughout the month. There'll be two different discounts this month. And Copper John's our company right now. You want to figure out how much you can save? Just join the group on Facebook.
Cool. And so a couple, as you try it, and then I'll give my thoughts here. How often should you use the same scent? Justin, it's up to you. I do recommend a healthy rotation of carriers. And that's because your skin gets different benefits from different carriers. If you want to look up my beard plateau video, it explains it, but it really is up to you. And the brand of jerky is Hero. And it's a veteran-owned, I believe, supporting the military, and it is out of Indiana, I believe. Or Idaho. And my first impression, so I gave a 9.7 to the Sun Drop, literal 9.7. I'll give a 5 to the jerky. It's not bad. We've had ones that are bad and that I don't eat. This is not that, but it's also not something that I would probably like re-request or say, oh my gosh, you have to get me. It's a little bit on the moist side.
And we have a preference. Yeah, we are just dry jerky guys. I don't know why. We expand and we like sticks or dry jerky. I think it's a 7 or an 8 to me. It's not to the moisture level that gets a little bit gross. Mm-hmm. It tastes good. And I think a lot of times companies will push towards that because it's chewable and a lot of people complain about things sticking in their teeth. But give it to us. Give us the dry.
For sure. Yeah, it's just kind of like a generic. It's not bad. No shade, man. Thank you so much. It's not bad. It's just a little bit kind of generic tasting. I am excited about the jalapeno. Said it right. Lime there. And we've tried Strive. It's actually biltong, Scott. So yeah, it's not technically jerky. It's biltong for sure. Jerky by definition, that is true. Jerky is dehydrated meat, so it should be. So yeah, absolutely. Michael. I use Scotch Porter Beard Balm. It says I need a damp beard to work. Which order do I need to do for oil and balm? So to begin, I'm not a fan of Scotch Porter's balm. To me, it's more like a leave-in conditioner than it is an oil or than it is a balm. I don't recommend it in any order, but if you bought it, you're gonna use it, go oil first, wait 5 minutes, and then go with their balm. But to me, it is, I think the first ingredient's water, if I remember correctly, so I don't even consider it a balm. Isn't moist jerky referred to as kipper? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely no jerky experts over here. We just have a lot of experience of trying things.
Probably is if you're asking that question. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Please, Motex, and we would love that. Love that. We've had several people that literally in the last couple of days have hit up Helds to talk about their shipping, and they're trying to figure it out. They just haven't looked at it or addressed it in a long time. And I'm saying, like, guys, if they get that going, it'll increase their sales so much. It just has to get within the world of reasonable. And then, man, I want to stock up.
It's hard. It's hard for you or I to look at something that, here's an opportunity to make more money and be more efficient and do more with your company that they aren't taking advantage of. Hopefully they do.
Yeah. Guns and Beards, March 15th. So we have a couple of announcements coming up. Hey, Cameron, thanks, man. March 30th is the meetup at Disney Springs in Orlando, Florida. The mayor, myself, tons of people will be there. Hope you guys can do it. I'll be posting details as we get closer. But essentially, it's right next to the House of Blues at Disney Springs. Massive open grass lot. You can spread out, talk. It's just really good. Go get some food and drinks and everything. And then the other one is Guns and Beards is actually right now, as long as everything goes according to plan, is officially not March 15th, but April 15th, the products will hit the shelves in Rite Aid. And to be clear, guys, these are not my products. I had a couple people that were like, oh my gosh, like you created products, it's your company, it's gonna be in there. And that's probably my fault for saying like my products or whatever. It is not my company. I have zero ownership in it. I'm a consultant for a very large company that's going to be having 2 new products in Rite Aid. that I completely designed. The carriers, the whole process to it. It's going to be a balm and a butter. They did not take the new oil yet, but hopefully that will come as these do well. So yes.
Throw something in there, guys. I know that it's not his products, but if you've ever liked something that he's recommended, dude has good taste. It's going to be fire.
Yep. And I'll talk more about it once it's out and kind of get the information. As long as you don't buy them out again, went in to find empty counter once already. That is true. We have sold them out when we talked about Held. So, and I do know that's a factor too, is that they are a mom and pop shop. And I think Joel even said before, they're like, we can barely keep up with our demand right now. We don't need this like Dan C pushing like less shipping rates and stuff. So I would love to see them kind of grow and advance and be able to take on this stuff.
Quick shout out to Nolan in the chat. Nolan is another one of my students. I just want to say to Nolan, the other day I do an opener question each day, and I ask the question, who's someone that you truly look up to? Nolan, without even joking, and I had to make sure, said me. Never
cool.
had that happen before in my entire teaching career. So Nolan, that's for you. Thank you, man. You made my day.
Awesome. All right. Let's go and get this party started. How you like that little matchy right
Festive.
there?
Where's that? I was, you're always, those backgrounds in the StreamYard. I'm always looking for something special for Beyond Bearded.
Yeah. Let me pause quick. I think I got the wrong date on there, but let me make sure it's the right one.
Yep.
Okay. I forgot to change the date, but that's
the file
on me.
was the right date.
Okay. So we're going to go back here, you guys, and then the mayor's going to kick us off with the Beard Advice. And then, hey, when you guys see things on the Beard Advice Live, please give your feedback, please give your suggestions, but all from the angle of being supportive and positive. What up, Bobby Casey?
All right, this is Brian T. I would like to grow my beard out maybe to 7 or 8 inches. It's currently close to 5. Anything I should do to style it better? Just any advice, period. I oil twice a day, thick oil at night, medium in the morning. Also butter at night. This is the longest my beard has been. I see flaws, but I know I'm my biggest critic. Thanks.
Awesome. And I will say, this is where our middle school teaching comes in handy. I saw that date real quick. I knew a comment was going to come from somebody. Jacob, I think, is a young gentleman, too, which usually comes from the younger guys. And it's like in middle school, if you have anything like that, it's like...
Spelled wrong.
Oh, my gosh. Vultures. Immediately. And I usually like to twist it back on them and put some sass and attitude back towards them. But... Jacob, appreciate it. Yeah, we got that one there. And then to address the question real quick, Patrick says, is it possible to use 100% ostrich oil in beard? And the perfect answer from Ken, who is also a middle school teacher, he said, possible, yes. Best practice, no. Mixed carriers is best. Word for word, perfect answer. Perfect answer. What up, Pete? How you doing, man? All right, so let's see what we got here. Recap. I want to grow it out to 7, 8 inches.
Style better or any overall advice.
Okay.
Good routine.
Okay, yep, routine looks good. Let's check it out here.
Wants to go a couple more inches.
Okay, all right. So we got to give him, so he's trying to reach his goal. And to give you guys some perspective here, my thought process of having a beard and reaching your goal is to have the best journey and experience while you get there. I am not the biggest believer in just letting it grow wild and then trim it back, because I could never do that, right? Some of you can, that's amazing. So my frame of reference is to be able to give advice while you're growing it out to reach your, hey, here's Brian Ram, while you're growing it out to reach your goals. And that is important, because if not, we can on every beard just say, let it grow. So I want to make sure we set that frame of mind. So as we give these bits of advice, and I agree with Sarah, love the color, fantastic color. So I'm going to hit you with a couple things. First thing the mayor's going to say is grow the mustache.
Yep.
Absolutely, Brian. If you can get away with it, grow that mustache. And I would even trim, and here's the thing, is I bet that the mustache bothers you, like physically, like you don't like the feel of it, you don't, whatever, eating, maybe it's kissing. I think that you'll have as good of experience or better if you trim along that bottom or that top lip right there, and then you let the bulk of the mustache grow. Because right now, even with, it looks like you use buzzers on it, even with that, you still have that overhang on the lip. That's usually what causes all of the irritation and problems. So trim along that lip line, but let that bulk grow in. And now here's where we're at. I think it's time for a small transparency trim. And then and that's an easy one right here. Just a little line, kind of shaping it in as you grow out. Absolutely epic beard density and shape. That's going to be fantastic. And then on the front, I don't see it as much, but I would love to dial in some styling over here on the side, right? We got a little bit of a kind of a, I don't even know, a dent, I guess you'd call that. And it's just not, the front looks real tidy, real put together. The side is just a little bit looser. And I love the head hair, different color from the beard too. So Mayor, I'm gonna pitch this one to you. What would be your advice? I'm given the transparency trim. Let's grow out the mustache, trim on the line. What about on the sides here? How would you address that for something that is a similar shape to your beard? I think that something could help here.
All right, well, I'm going to throw something at you. I'd actually like to show them here in a second.
Perfect.
If I could.
Yep.
Before that, though, I just want to say I agree with the mustache, but your side profile, that is a mean at its length right there. I think I want you to really consider that. I wasn't going to say it because I thought it might rival my little angle that I have going on mine, but it's a good look. It fits well with your face. I know you want to go a little longer, but a little longer on that kind of like cut, like I don't know what you would call this style or whatever, it is gonna be too much. So consider this right here with Dan's recommended transparency trim. All right, so let me show you what I'm talking about. On the sides, when you do have that, I tend to sleep with a pillow like tucked right here. So I get that dent all the time. You're gonna want one of these. I'll pick something like this, bring that out, and I like to actually just fluff it out and then hit it down with heat. Actually with a heated brush, just on the surface. Do that 2 or 3 times, it's golden.
Awesome. Yeah, I agree. Because when we look at this side here, it just looks a little bit compacted, looks a little bit, get that fluffed out, bring it back down, and then just dial in that side with a little bit of heat. Because look, I love the texture right here, right? I love how you can see the hairs going down. Up here, it just looks a little disjointed, and I think that would be a really, really nice adjustment for you.
I saw in the chat the question about shaving the neck.
Yeah.
I would say if you like just go in and like the mayor's right, this is gonna be my look. Yes, but just fine details, not even taking much off, just making the line straight.
Yeah, so he was asking, is he shaving the neck? I can't. It doesn't quite look at it. So. Yeah. So I think any corrections would be with trimming rather than shaving and going through there. So yeah, man, I think that would be nice. And Brad, I do. It's not a big deal, but when you get scents that are introduced when you're going to chlorine and salt water, there can be a reaction. You just have more of a chance for a negative reaction. So if you have something, might as well go unscented there as it goes through. All right, I have been shaving the neck recently, started not to. Okay, perfect. Great question, great observation, but great beard, man. And I agree with the mayor. With your face shape and the style.
Profile.
Yeah.
That's mean.
Yeah, and if we can tidy that up just a little bit, I think kind of going for the mayor / God of War Kratos type beard would fit you really well, especially with your nicely shaped, shaven head, buzzed head, whatever you want to call it there. Looks good, man. If you do something with it, you do that transparency trim, you grow that mustache out a little bit, maybe in a couple weeks, send us an update, and then we can put this side by side. I'd love to compare those.
Sarah asked a question in chat, is that the Chicago comb? Yep, this is the number 7 Chicago comb from Chicago Comb.
In there.
It's a pick, technically, but it's amazing.
Yep. So, Mayor, where's the spot that they could possibly learn about Chicago Combs?
Oh, well, Chicago Comb is one of our 4 sponsors this year on my show, Beyond Bearded. That's Sundays at 9 o'clock. Every week, we're talking, we're adjusting, have some new things we're bringing this week. I hope you guys will check it out. 9 p.m. on Sunday. I put it on my Instagram, Mayor's Beard Journey. If you want to catch it, also just subscribe to the channel and they'll get a notification.
Awesome. And we're going to go into the jalapeno lime here. And Brian, I love that, man. He said, thank you for the info. Love it. That's what this show's all about, right? There's a lot of people that don't have anywhere to go to get advice on their beard. And there's also a lot of people that when you get advice, it comes from a negative place. So it's hard to take that advice in. I hope you guys know that it's all love, it's all help, it's all trying to help you reach your goals here. And to get a response like that, love it. That's so cool when we're trying to give information about that. So yes. All right. Do either of you bring beard products to work? I do not. The mayor.
Yeah, I have. I sometimes wonder what guest teachers do when they see inside my drawer. I have like hair. I have 2 hair products, a brush, a comb. Actually, it was good though because I bring my son to school every day, and we bring our really close friend, their son as well, who lives around the block, and he was having a freak out the other day riding with me, and I was like, dude, what's wrong?
I heard you say that you're gonna set up his hair station.
We got him going. I had a brush, I had gel, got him dialed in, and he was thrilled. Like he was talking to his mom on the phone, like, what am I gonna do? And you forget. And I said, Owen, you know what? you look up to him, you think he's got it all together. Everybody in middle school is really close to that edge of confidence and self-confidence. So just remember that.
Yeah. But yeah, Ken, I have nothing. I don't even have a comb at work or anything. I just use my hands throughout the day, and that's about it. And for the most part, I just leave it alone. But I do have an important question. How does the mayor make such a mess with Jerky, you guys? My thing is, this guy is mayor.
Hey, at least it's below this camera.
No, Sam's the same way. Like, we'll have Jerky in bed while we watch shows, and like her side of the bed is a mess, and she's a ripper. Like, with her, like, she'll get her teeth and then rip it from there. Where me, I rip in the bag and then keep it. And I'm not even like a neat freak, but it's just something with Jerky. So, yeah, okay. Dan, Mayor, what are your current beard goals? You're talking about it well. Michael, my beard goal is to look good. End of story. As long as I feel good about my beard, I leave it. If I feel like it's not looking good, I do a slight trim to the point where I think it looks good. I genuinely don't have a goal. I'm not trying to go to a certain length. I'm not trying to go over a certain look. I just like enjoying the journey and trying to have the best beard possible. It's probably longer than it usually is right now, but it's getting fuller. My neck is growing in slowly as I get older and is starting to cover more of that transparency. And I've really dialed in my style with my clothes. I just don't compromise anymore. I just only wear clothes that complement my beard. And that's it. I just want to enjoy it along the way.
I'll say it like this. I don't really have a goal either, but I've never been happier with how it looked.
Perfect. Do you have to use a butter at night before bed? Absolutely not. I do believe it's going to help out almost all beardsmen out there. It's going to make your beard softer. It's going to make your beard more manageable, especially in the morning. And for me, the most important thing is it is going to decrease premature shedding. When I don't use butter, let's say I just forgot, I got lazy, I was on vacation, my shedding increases every single time. The next morning when I'm combing my beard, I feel it when I don't wear butter. Now again, do you have to? No, there's some people with magnificent beards that are genetically blessed that don't have to wear it. But for me, huge difference when I don't wear it or not. What about you, Mayor?
Butter?
Yes.
Well, like I was saying earlier, it definitely adds that softening. It just makes it overall a better feel whenever I brush against it. If I hit something, it just feels healthier. Like I said before, I wasn't using it as much with the mask because I wasn't really, my beard was covered up most of the day. So huge product for me. Coming back into it now as I want my beard to look its best, and it gets to strut its stuff out more and more without all the mask mandates.
Yeah, absolutely. And 4 or 5 day trip, what do you guys take? Just oil, butter? I take oil, butter, wash. Oil, butter, wash. If it's a 4 or 5 day trip, it depends on the location, right? If it's just a family thing at the water park, I'm not gonna bring a blow dryer or a straightener or anything. But if it's maybe like a trip with my wife, if it's a trip to film content, if it's a trip where my beard matters, I'm bringing my blow dryer, I'm bringing my heated brush, I'm bringing all that stuff. So that would be kind of my answer there. And I love that Jeff said, another thing I love about Beard Advice Live is I learned tips on what to do with my own beard. Exactly, we talk about that all the time. Even if you're like, I don't know if I can send in, this is that exact reason, which we know from the classroom, right? What would be the analogy to that in the classroom?
Oh, I don't know. Just a good teacher is one that's going to be kind of describing processes. When someone has I guess maybe when a kid comes up and has a question, it's a good question, and you share it with the rest of the class.
Right. There's so many kids that are shy that don't want to ask. When a kid does ask, it helps out more than just that kid.
Although sometimes I have to catch myself awkwardly, they'll be right there, and I'm like, oh, blah, blah, like loud, because it's like.
And you're like calling them out that they asked a question.
But it wasn't. I thought it was a good question.
It takes social intelligence to know when you can do that.
Well, I'm working on it.
Do you wash your hands before touching your beard? You always want to have clean hands when you apply products. Extremely important. One thing that I'm gonna let you know right now that's gonna be like a big talking point is the balm and butter that's going in Rite Aid does have a natural preservative in it, which we don't commonly see in kind of small batch balms and butters. The main reason is the store and this lab has a policy for that. If you stick your fingers in a product, they require that there's a preservative. Why? Because it kind of makes sense. Imagine how many people have dirty hands and they dig out beard butter. Now, all of that dirtiness is in that butter, so extremely important. Now, to answer your question directly, do I wash my hands before touching my beard? No. I don't have dirty hands. I wash them throughout the day. I use sanitizer, but it's not like, oh, I need to style my beard. Let me go wash my hands. I just touch my beard. But I do always have clean hands when I apply products. always. Because if you don't, you're gonna mess up the product and you can clog your pores. Right? Imagine applying beard oil when you have dirt in your fingernails and you're getting in the skin. You're just applying that dirt to the skin and then you're sealing it with the oil. So that's important.
That's a literal lead into my, we're going to be talking about why, no matter how tough you are, you should take care of your face, wash it, and how to do it properly this Sunday.
And especially as you age and get older, you'll thank yourself. And there's like certain bits of advice that the older generations give you that you don't really realize till later. One of them that I've always heard was take care of your skin. Another one was like value the time you have with your kids because it goes so fast. Those two both have really, really stood out to me. And then the other one was like drink a beer every day. I'm like, I don't know about that one, but Dan, what do you recommend for beard balm considering using for an event? Diablo, send me, if you're looking for a specific recommendation, send me a message and I'll dial in all the preferences that you have. And yeah, so if you guys have noticed, I actually showed it on Monday. I'm doing something slightly different with my mustache. So same mustache, same everything, but I'm separating the sides of my stache from my beard. So when I pull this out, this is literally all mustache, all the way out here. Like this is connected to my lip, and it's all mustache. But what I do is I just get my fingers underneath it, and I just kind of pull out, and then it just kind of separates the stache a little bit. So yeah, I like it.
That's cool.
What's your favorite Alley Cat scent?
Okay, go ahead.
Mine's Fizz 182.
I've been actually wearing Scumbag a lot.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, it's a great one. Moon Stompers is probably my second favorite, and then Van Winkle's probably my third.
There's like a little bit of sun drop in the Moon Stompers, honestly.
Yeah. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick.
If I use a butter at night, can I use oil again in the morning without a rinse? I do recommend a rinse. That butter's not gonna fully absorb into the hair and skin, so a good thorough rinse in the sink, spray bottle, whatever you can do. I do highly recommend that. You need to get your beard damp anyway to put on the oil, so might as well go through and rinse it out.
So I rarely ever listened to you about just, how the rinse, I was a condition everyday guy, and then I was getting back into it. Now I've tried a few days with a rinse. This morning I did just a rinse only.
Yeah.
Beard felt great the whole day.
It's
fantastic.
A balance.
I'm a believer.
It's a balance. And I think we all get stuck in our own heads, and I do the same thing all the time. But when I do a video about washing, check the comments. Every comments, I have people that say like, I have to do this every day. I have to do this every day. But they say that without actually trying or actually giving themselves a chance. And that's one thing that I love with the mayor is he's willing to try anything. He's willing to go through the cycle and then talk about the experience. It's so cool. So cool. So awesome question. What do you guys suggest someone like me who works in construction, how to take care of their beard? So Carlos, you want to go oil only during the day on your job, wash your beard afterwards, and then treat it nicely after that. Good beard butter at night. But really important is I recommend oil only during the day. You don't want balm, you don't want butter, because that's just going to attract things. Those are sticky products, right? Balm and butters are just sticky, all of them. So if you have that and there's dust and dirt and everything, it's going to be like a magnet to your beard. So oil only, and that will help you out. Parenting made me cut back on the butter, started shedding like German Shepherd. Yeah, there you go. So Jeff was going through some stuff with parenting, family health, cut back on the butter, and his beard started shedding like crazy. It's true, man. It's true. Brian, look up how to clean a heated brush, Dan C. And I have actually two videos. One that's like a long format, and then one that's a short, less than a minute. I'm gonna have you covered. Essentially, you're gonna use isopropanol alcohol, 70 or 90%, and that's gonna be, and then just physically remove the guck and the dirt and the buildup in there. I just did a deep clean on mine. I clean mine. I should clean it more often, but I clean mine when Sam says, "Hey, your heated brush stinks." And so that's the point when I start using it. That's one nice thing about sharing a bathroom is she can be have observations about my stuff.
I've never cleaned mine. Never had to.
Oh,
it goes along. I guess my armpits nor my Aberlite doesn't stink.
Clean. I've never smelled it.
There's a lot there.
No, I've never smelled it either.
Okay.
Clean your Aberlite.
Okay.
Clean it.
Right.
Yes. And this goes to everybody. You will be shocked at the difference it makes. So essentially, to break it down, get the alcohol. I've got some sitting out there right now. Get a pick. Get something that can get in there and get all the gook out. Get a toothbrush or a Phil, one of our moderators from the Facebook group, gave the idea of using like a nylon paintbrush. And essentially, it has nothing to do with you, nothing to do with you. When you're using oil, There are parts of that oil, it's actually fancy, but the long chain fatty acids, they cook on that heated brush and it builds up over time. So yes, clean your heated brush.
So do I stink tonight?
No.
Because you guys on my show, I was talking about, last week we did a little bit about antiperspirant deodorant. So I'm like, I'm going to give it up and see. I've got, I'm not just any old guy, but I've never really had a ton of body odor. At all. So that, I was just kind of thinking about it. I'm going to give it up, see what happens, and probably plan eventually to go to like a natural deodorant for certain things. But when I was like researching last week for the show and like really got my head around the idea that we're putting aluminum in our pores, metal in our pores, a heavy metal, I thought, why not give it a shot? And you know what? Like today, my room is hot, beefing hot.
Yeah.
Yours is freezing, by the way.
Yes.
And I don't know why. But so I had a sweater on, and I mean, like when I take my shirt off, I can tell that I was, smelling, but nothing before that. So far, so good.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I will never do that. I'm okay with the aluminum. That's something I did consciously decide. I've gone through to try to do that detox process. I just can't mentally handle it. It's not good for my mental health. So, yeah, I keep. Oh, so sorry, DJ. Going to the Cayman Islands. Sweet, man. Kind of worried about my beard. Any advice? Just enjoy your trip, man. Get a good beard oil, good beard wash, butter if you can, and you'll be fine. Keep drinking your water. Enjoy the trip. I use a blow dryer to style my beard. It's super frizzy. Bumps, send in, man. I'll put the information down at the bottom. The mayor's going to explain, but super general thing that we can't really give advice to unless we see your beard. So, Mayor, how does Bumps get on next week's show?
All right, just send in to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. It's scrolling across the bottom. Give us a couple of pictures. One of the things we really need to see is where it is and what your hair texture is, which is tough to describe. So that's why pictures, maybe front and side, are very important with that as well.
Yeah, Robert, same advice that I gave to the construction worker. Oil only during the day, wash your beard after work, and then treat it nice as you can. Can you go past terminal length? No. If it's true terminal length by name, you cannot. Now, does anybody ever reach terminal length? No, it's extremely, extremely rare. And if you do, it's not till way later in life. Wait until like your 70s, 80s. So no, that cannot. Is butter without wax going to clog pores? Usually, yes. Butter is not for your facial hair, for the skin underneath your facial hair. You want to try your best to keep it to the hair. If it gets on the skin, should you be worried? No. But by definition, those heavier butters, those actual butter ingredients, have a higher likelihood of clogging your pores than the oils. And that's important because the pores on your face are much larger and much different than the pores on your skin. So you can use body butter on your skin, no problem. But on your face, those pores are very different.
I feel like you read my notes for Sunday.
Really?
Yeah, that's all in there. We're going to talk about washing your face, especially right here on this edge of the beard for me, and trying to get your skin looking better.
Awesome. Tune in, guys, 9 p.m. on Sunday. Yeah, so, okay, do you ever thought about styling your stash? No, I don't like it. I've tried. It's not my style. Like, this is like what I dress at work. I'm just kind of like a casual style guy. You don't see me dressed up. You don't see me fancy. And mustache style is fancy. And, Jeff, I saw your comment. I don't know if I missed it about your wife got you a heated brush for a present recently. I know. She messaged me for a recommendation, so she got it hooked up.
That's a good wife.
Yeah. Do you dampen your beard to apply butter? Yes. Shamrock, I do have a recent video on that. If you message me, I can send you a link to it. Extremely important. Dampen your beard before all beard products.
It just feels right.
Yep, it really is.
You can tell.
It's just simply right.
And we keep talking, and they keep getting better and better and longer and deeper questions.
Yeah, I know. And we're going to get back to the advice, but you guys are rolling. Can you explain the sea salt process for beards? Yeah, don't use it. I do have a video on that as well. If you want to search Dancy Bearded Sea Salt Spray, don't use it. It's dehydrating. It's just not good for you.
There's better things to do
do the intended
same job.
Yep. Dan, do you know they make a metal rat cleaner for combs?
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Cool. Recommendations on heated brush?
AberLite Pro. I can save you 15% with Mayor 15. Link in the description.
Yep, it is.
Link in the description.
And it's not because I know that sounds like a sales pitch and stuff, but you asked, and it's the honest answer. To be real, we could have an affiliate with any heated brush maker like that. But we like AberLite the most. It's the mayor's affiliate, supports him, helps him out with this journey and everything he's doing. I use the AberLite Pro every day. There's other good options out there. There's budget options. There's
different
things, but the Pro is the best that I've ever used.
It is absolutely just developed for guys with beards. I never really hear anything back but ideas and help me use it for its best advantage, but guys are usually pretty impressed with it right away.
Yeah. If you only shower at night, should you rinse your beard in the morning if you use night butter? Yeah, you should rinse your beard in the morning regardless. You want to apply oil in the morning, so you need to rinse your beard to get that oil properly in there. And Jeff says, my wife makes the same comments about the heated brush. I swear, there's like a female different genetic
pick
thing.
it up.
Yep, because I've never smelled it, but she always does.
You know, men hear lower tones.
We see different color shades as well. We see less. Our eyes are structured differently.
And I will fully admit that there have been kids through the years as a teacher that I pick up their tone, their low voice has changed, and it hits from across the room. It doesn't hit anybody else, but it hits me, and it's like, it almost throws me off.
Yeah. How's Cheerwine? We're about to get that in just a couple minutes here. How do you rock a great beard? By watching this channel. All right, and a couple more questions, guys. I just had to shave off my ear down to 1 inch. Oh no, that's trimming it. That's not shaving, so you're good there. But working and growing it out again, I kept up my oil routine, but wondering if there's a minimum recommended length to use butter and balm. Once, Joshua, two things. So balm is gonna be used once you feel like you need help with styling. If you feel like you cannot achieve the style you want through heat, through styling, through all that, use balm. Butter is when you feel like your beard needs to be softer. That's the kind of main thing. Usually 1 inch is gonna be good enough. That's a good time to start going. Favorite Bajoat scent? Probably Citrus Zen or Positive Vibes. Those are both fantastic. I currently use a $30 straightener. Sell me on the Aberlite. I wanna buy it, but can't get it myself too. So have you tried a budget one?
Well, the compact from Aberlite was like a $40 one.
Okay.
I've not used like the Amazon special.
Okay, so
I've seen them.
I'll give my thing, and then the mayor will give a quick one after the words. The major differences that you're gonna experience, one is the time for the whole process. The better ones are gonna heat up faster. It's gonna do the job quicker. Time is money. That's very valuable. Two, the better, more expensive ones are gonna last longer. They have better batteries, they're made better. That is a big difference as well. And then three, they just do a better job. Like, it's hard to explain, but it's just, I don't know if it's the way the heating mechanisms are designed, it just does a better job. Can you get the same results style-wise with a $30 one? Yes, absolutely. For at least a set amount of time until it goes bad. But you can get it done, right? I've always talked about the Vicacon Axe 2.0. That was $30, totally fine. But I start to hear problems from subscribers. They're like, hey, this died, this did this. I've never heard a complaint about the Aberlite Pro, maybe once, and then Aberlite replaced it immediately.
Let's say hi to Jay Cruz. And I just want to say, just to add on, Dan did a great job selling it. I would add that there are it's the little touches and the overall quality feel of the product. You know it's going to last for a really long time. It does heat up really fast. It has 8 different temperatures. And for somebody like me, that's really important because I use a lower on the sides and a higher heat, sometimes on the front. Overall, it is an investment. But if you really care about your beard, you're watching this show, I highly suggest you just go ahead and go for it because it's made like for beards. Even just the shape of the heating element brushes through. Even a few like the old like the big one, the Max from Aberlite. There are pieces of plastic that will sometimes, if I get it the wrong way, if I try to twist or try to do something with it, it'll like just scratch my face. It just doesn't feel very good. You never get that with the Pro.
And it comes down to preference.
Yep.
Scuba likes that one. That's
okay,
his favorite.
Max.
So he thinks it like grabs his hair and stuff. So
and he's got way different hair texture
Right.
than me.
I use oil and balm. I use oil every day, balm a few times a week, and butter probably 5 times a night. Getting a lot of broken short hairs lately, most grays. Oh man, so Jesse, broken hair is not good. That's breakage, that's damage. You gotta figure out what's causing it. It's nothing that you described there that's causing it. It's either dehydration, it could be stress, and it's most likely a combo of a lot of things, but there's something external that is damaging those hairs. Maybe it's the way you're sleeping. Maybe it's the clothes you're wearing. Maybe it's something you do at your job. You have to figure out what is physically breaking those hairs and stop that. That's the biggest thing. All right?
There's a lot happening in the chat.
I use body butter on my beard and it's amazing. I actually did a video on that. It can be amazing. Scuba did a video and said that it's the same. It's not, unfortunately. The biggest difference is the laws are different for fragrance levels on body butter. On body butter, you're allowed to have a lot different fragrances that can be damaging and not great for your facial hair. So it depends on the ones you get. And I will say, Bearded Shamrock, when we look at the beard market for beard butters and we look at the body market for body butters, the quality is not even comparable on most body butters. Most body butters are mass produced. They're not using quality ingredients. It might look the same on paper, but it's not in reality. Unless you find a good one. If it's a good small batch body butter company, you're probably gonna be fine, but the laws are different for fragrances, so just kind of keep that in mind. Does butter help retain moisture? It does, yep, exactly. All right, hey Alex, thanks for coming in, man, appreciate you. Okay, there's a lot of butter questions today. There are, yeah, good observation, Chris, for sure. Hey Michael, welcome, man. All right.
Butters and heated brushes.
Yeah, we got a bunch of those. All right. Hey, Gary, thank you so much. All the heated brush makes me feel generous. Love the Aberlite Pocket.
Let's give away an Aberlite. He wants to give it away.
Let's give away an Aberlite Pocket Compact Straightener on us, if that's okay.
Do we have we don't even have our Gleam set up, do we?
Yeah, so we don't.
Could we do it next week?
Stay in touch. Okay. We'll figure something out as it goes through because I know you would pay for it separately, so that's not about that super chat. Stay in touch. We just like to keep giveaways kind of like in an official fashion, so super appreciative, so amazing. Thank you so much for that. Maybe we'll see how the end of the night's going, see how we can swing something, but we just want to make sure we're being smart about it.
He's nervous because I have epic history with giveaways.
Okay, yes.
No, you are nervous. I have the mojo. It's the no-jo when it comes to giveaways.
To show you behind the scenes, the mayor started with giveaways on Beyond Bearded, and
every single show.
He fumbled it in different ways every show.
Yeah, that's my skill.
And literally every show we had people complaining about it, which is like, never get the complaints, even though a lot of them were complaints about stuff that I do too. But so there's like a weird like thing that was following him with giveaways.
So we put that aside.
Yes. Yep.
I'm not in a hurry to get back to him.
And Gary's exactly right. Body butter can have 3 to 4 times the amount of fragrance. And some of you are like, ooh, I like that strong fragrances. Well, it's usually not in a fragrance that you want. So just something to keep in mind there. But again, the biggest thing is that it is it's usually the quality. Unless you're going small batch, then Bearded Shamrock, that's awesome, man. It's probably good stuff they have there. Okay, we're gonna get up our next device. Maybe we'll have another flurry of questions.
Have we done one?
Yes, yep,
we
did
15 minutes in.
We did.
All right.
But I'm going to grab the Cheerwine. My sun drop is gone. Love. And I'm a little bit nervous about this Cheerwine, but I'm gonna grab that as the mayor reads this one from Nicholas.
And I'm gonna go a little slow on this one. This is Nicholas D. I just made my half-yeared and took some advice from you guys a couple of months ago about a transparency trim and patchiness. I'm going for the full yeared now. Only question I have is this mustache. I'd like a lazy walrus, and I've grown it well beyond my comfort level, but it just doesn't seem to be thick enough for it. Any advice? Trim back, or just see what happens.
Okay, all right. And once we get this going, we'll pop it in there. We got that Cheerwine, guys. All right, are you trying it? You going in?
No, I'm gonna
go in. All right, the people got to see here. We got to see the reactions. This is the wild card. It's good.
It's really good. It's very, very, very good.
Okay.
I think you're gonna like it. I don't know if you're gonna love it.
Okay,
that's my guess.
All right, guys. I'm trying Cheerwine from North Carolina for the first time. Shout out to Mr. Shade. Thank you so much.
It actually has a rock and rye-ish vibe, but it also has kind of like a more vanilla or the finish is different.
Whoa, yeah, I've never had anything like this, and it's not. I thought it was gonna be like a real syrupy cherry one.
No,
very fizzy. There's lots of carbonation. Very interesting finish on this. What's up, Donnie?
It's like a, then I don't know what it is, but it's like a flat. If you could describe a flavor as flat. Can you describe a flavor as flat? Unique.
Yeah, creamy. No, but there's
cream soda-ish on the at the end.
Yeah, there's vanilla there for sure. It's so strange. It's like,
I really like it.
It looks really thick to me. Like it looks really syrupy thick, but it's like, and this is not in a bad way, it's like flavor light. Like it's like empty flavor almost. Like I taste like a lot of like carbonation on it.
So
Interesting.
What do you think?
So the Sun Drop was a 9.7.
Okay.
For me. What did you give it on a rating?
I don't know.
All right, give a number.
I give it 7 mayors.
Wow,
No,
okay.
I don't
All
know.
right, 7.
I really liked it.
That's the harsh
on a
judge.
number 1 to 10.
Yeah.
You said 9.7.
I did 9.7. I love it. It's a dang near perfect.
9.754.
Wow, okay.
0.54 more. 0.05.
I'm gonna go in for another drink, then
All right,
formulate. Give me your rating on this one.
This is a I would say for people, this is a good pop. It isn't overly sweet. I really
Pete
enjoy
said
it.
the
I'm gonna
extra
say
sweet. No,
I'm gonna say for me it's an 8.
I'm in that 8 range as well. I'm gonna go with a
Super
straight
enjoyable.
up 8. It's good.
If I was driving south of Florida and I saw it in the store, I would grab it.
Somebody
try
that knows this, what's the flavor supposed to be? Because it is not what I expected.
They're gonna say Cheerwine.
It's like, yeah, give me real flavors. Give me vanillas. Like, what's supposed to be in here? It's like a seltzer finish. It is. It is like a seltzer.
Oh.
That's right, Ken.
That's why it's really pop. It probably has more of a seltzer.
It
feel.
is. Sun Drop, nice for it. Yeah, so we're drinking North Carolina.
That's exactly what it reminds me of. New York seltzer.
Yeah, it is super interesting. Yeah, hated the apple Mountain Dew. Probably my least favorite I've ever had. Hate that Thrasher apple.
I thought Owen liked it. I bought him a 12-pack because we don't let him have Mountain Dew, so it was like a special thing. And it ended up being like he didn't drink it.
So it's Cheerwine, but yeah, I didn't like it either. Do you get a ton of? They're all saying cherry. Do you get a ton of cherry in here?
I guess I do. Dark cherry, real dark cherry. Yes,
Okay.
yes, I do.
Yeah, not that like syrupy. Yeah,
Right.
JP,
Not maraschino.
JP, you gotta get an Instagram, man. I literally went on to message you today, and I was like, oh yeah, he doesn't have an Instagram. Yeah, so JP, if you see back here, we got Sun Drop and Cheerwine representing the Carolinas today. Interesting. Okay, and super quick question here. Considering upgrading a blow dryer, and I'm sure my wife will use it too. Lance, send me a message. Yep, and I have it's the Babyless Rapido Pro. We bought it ourselves, wasn't sent to us or anything. I appreciate every penny I spent on that thing, and I would have paid double knowing what I know now. So yeah, I would have paid double there. See, I don't get cherry Coke. That's what I expected was cherry Coke.
There's no cola.
I do not get any cola or Coke in this whatsoever. All the like build up to it is not what I got at all. There's definitely a vanilla finish here, which is so interesting. But I don't get like overly cherry. Interesting. Yeah, and so no, Furry Hippie, it's very cold. It's in my fridge that's as cold as it gets. It actually the fridge. So if you read the temperatures over there, my fridge right now is at 37 degrees on one side and 50 degrees on the other. AKA cold, like real cold. So yeah, cherry fizz, yeah, definitely fizz. That would be my ultimate one. Okay. Has an unusually high degree of carbonation compared to other soft drinks. Nailed it. I'm pretty much a pop connoisseur, you guys. So yeah, it is. There's a lot of carbonation.
Yeah,
That's
reminds me of the dark. There used to be a black cherry New York seltzer. It wasn't there's no food coloring in it. So it was clear. Really good.
Yeah.
I don't know where you get that anymore.
So black cherry, Cody, I agree with you. It is like that. Yeah, I like it. It's an 8 out of 10. Yep, 8 out of 10. Bearded Learner, this is one thing people have like, and hey, I don't. I just use our tap water. I don't use filtered water. I don't use anything. I love our tap water. I'm good with it. Do you use filtered water?
Oh no.
Yeah. We have good water here. Even though we are literally one exit from Flint, we use Detroit water and no problems. And we just bought our house a couple years ago. We had to get the water levels tested. All safe, all good. So, all right, back to the advice here. Nicholas, only question is I have the mustache. All right, so going for the mustache here. Oh, what up, Nicholas? All right, Mayor, what do you think? What's your advice here?
I think don't take anything off the mustache at all. You're absolutely right and realistic about your growth pattern, but don't touch the mustache. The only thing I would do, because it is giving you that connection and starting to bring that fullness to you, only thing I would do is if you had like 1 or 2 stray hairs that were really bothering you, But you're gonna take as little as possible off, right? If nothing, if you can.
I don't see anywhere that you would touch. Just keep growing it, keep styling it. I think the mayor is right on, and love the beard, man. Love the shape. Look at this profile shot, dude. Great
Yes.
lines, great look. The only advice I would give that you didn't ask for is separating the beard from the head hair a little bit up here. For me, and it's just a personal thing, I hate when you have kind of a shorter style like I do on my side. I personally, for myself, I hate hair on my ear. Even between my haircuts, I go in with my Brio or trimmer or whatever I have, and I just clean up around my ear there. So I think that would make a nice little difference that you could do for sure. Jeff says, what about the corners of the lip? So down here on the corners.
Like I said, if there's a couple spots you want to just get it out of your mouth or whatever you need to do it. But again, little as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And I used to, at my old house, I had a well, but when we moved just down the road a little bit, we have city water, so it's good. And I do want to say, you guys, shout out to you guys for being here. This is several weeks in a row. We don't have any planned giveaways. We're not advertising giveaways. We're just trying to help the community. We're trying to help ourselves and enjoy our time here. So sincerely, thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up, sharing, and then obviously a massive thank you to the members that are supporting this channel for us to be able to continue to do what we love. I've announced it many times, but we have almost exactly, tomorrow will be exactly 4 months away from my retirement and doing this full time. It's a terrifying time. It's probably been the most worrisome time I've had in my life, but I know it's going to work. I know I'm betting on myself, and I'm excited, but things like your guys' memberships literally have made this possible. Would not be possible without you guys, so thank you guys for being here. It is all appreciated. All right, let's keep it trucking. Not to get all emotional on you.
This is Tyler A. I've been growing my beard out since last summer with no particular goal other than keeping it as maintained as I can. My end result will likely be to keep it trimmed down to a short medium beard, but I'm letting it grow out just for now just to see. I have a pretty standard routine for oils, butter, etc. I use a heated brush most every morning, primarily focusing on the outside hairs, if that makes sense. I don't do anything with the under hair. I tried that early on and didn't like how it turned out, but wouldn't be opposed to revisiting that if suggested. My two main questions are: 1, transparency trim. Given my main goal is to keep my beard maintained versus growing it out as quickly as possible, I'm fairly sure it's time for a trim, but this is a daunting task, as I've only made small scissor trims in the past. Any advice or suggestions? 2, mustache. I don't have the thickest growth, and recently did a scissor trim as the ends of the mustache were too unruly and not blended into my beard. Just wanted your thoughts or suggestions here. I'm likely to have to catch this on the replay of the show. Thanks for all you guys do. It's much appreciated.
Awesome. Thank you guys. JP wants to know if anybody's from Carolina. I know we have a couple, so drop a comment in there. And guys, thank you for the kind words. And Jeff, I know you've had a whirlwind with family health and just life, but that's wild, man. You didn't know. Yeah, I am officially retiring from teaching. It's actually official, and Ken makes a joke there. You're too young for AARP. Well, and this is the wild thing, it actually is retirement what I'm doing. So people are like, you quit? No, I had to contact the Michigan Office of Retirement Services. I had to set up my retirement. At our district, once you get 10 years in, then you have retirement. Did you know not all districts and states are like that?
No.
So my buddy Tom Buck, who has an amazing YouTube channel, he is the same year of a teacher as me. He retired this year. He is in California, and he actually had a year more than me, I believe. And he gets no retirement. Everything he put in, gone.
Wow.
Gone.
So
I get mine.
I think it's really interesting. The big thing with Dan, though, is that he knows he's not going back.
No.
You're not going back into the classroom.
Nope.
As far as I go, I'm actually, this is my 20th school year at 42. I started really young, and I bought 5 years. So, I'm looking at 46, kind of transitioning into what we're doing here.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so exciting. But no, I'm not going back. There's no backup plan. I'm doing it. It's going. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, let's check out Tyler. Awesome beard, man. So cool. All right, so we got mustache and transparency trim he's looking for, right? Mm-hmm. All right, suggestions on the transparency trim? Yeah, Tyler, it's time, man. You grew to an amazing length. Now it's just, and guys, when we say transparency trim, I don't want anybody to ever think like, oh, he's saying my beard is thin. No, it just is something all beards should do several times throughout the year. Even my beard, I do a transparency trim every time I make a video, but it's like 3-4 times a year. So it's time for the transparency trim. Your line is pretty simple here. You're just gonna go right about here. It looks like your beard is a little bit shorter on the side than the front, which we can see over here. So you're just gonna take off less on the side, round that middle out, and then come right here. Very, very easy. On the side, you can actually see it with the mayor's patented squint test. Squint your eyes, and your line's gonna be right here. Boom, nice and easy. You can see that body of the beard in there 100%. Mustache, what do you think, Mayor?
Mustache, I don't know if you clipper trimmed or whatever. You could start training a little bit. It does seem like it doesn't really know what it wants to do right now as far as in the middle underneath your nose. If you did clipper trim or anything like that, again, you got to let it get long. You let them line up, let that look beautiful and pop. I just want to add too on the transparency trim, you would look great with a nice sharp edge right there underneath and just kind of leaving it like that.
I agree.
A clipper, maybe have somebody do it, but just a straight, like you're going to fall in. I'm not trying to sell everybody on my favorite style of beard or my style of beard, but it would look great.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think the look you're going to achieve with that transparency trim, and it's going to be pretty simple and pretty nice. Yeah, man, it's going to look really good. Dan B says maybe going bald on the head. I actually kind of like the buzzed look on his, but I could see the bald as well. He's got a really good shaped head. So I could see either way. What do you think?
I feel like if you wanted to try something different with your hair, you could.
Yeah.
You could also try going a little longer and working that like fade out of the beard and into like a kind of like a blend up into your hair.
Yeah. And Sam H, I agree. I think it's probably going to be close to about an inch there, and it'll be, I think, done really well. And thank you, Nick. And trust me, I'm really good at prioritizing my life, and I don't do a lot of stuff outside of this and then teaching and my family. So it's not, don't think I'm going to be sitting back. If you guys know me at all, there's going to be zero added time in my life. I'm all in. I'm just going for it full force.
Just to add in this situation, I would say the word retired is one of the least appropriate.
Yeah.
However, it is the one that works.
Right. Yeah. So that's a good perspective to think about, because I think a lot of people think of retiring and they're done working, right? Mm-hmm. No, I'm just shifting to a different one. And to be flat out honest, I'm more passionate about this one right now at this current stage of my life. So it's going to be even more ferocious with my work ethic. So yeah, I should clarify. I'm retiring from teaching and starting this full time. So
we had a meeting this morning and I found it hard to I'd bring myself onto the page where I could connect and be interested in what we were doing. It's just been rough the last couple of years, but also I just love this so much. It's fun for me. It's almost art. It's like, I don't know. I get to express myself. I get to grow. I get to push myself. Look at my journey. Literally look at my journey.
Crazy.
From the first show to now.
Crazy. And the amount, and there's so many things you guys don't even see that's going on with the mayor, with all this beard world and stuff, and the opportunities, and it's so cool, so cool. And yeah, it's been rough. Like to be honest, we had downright almost insulting professional development this morning.
No, it was. It was insulting.
Like
we're not stupid.
We try to be positive, but
you're right.
You got to be no.
Fair.
I mean, I'm the one that brought it up. Hey, this is not you. It's we try to be positive, but sometimes you just got to be real, and we just it's hard when we get to do this. We get to talk to you guys. We get to see the value, and then we had how many clicks? We had an hour training. That was the most clicky, clunky training I've ever seen in my entire life. How many clicks do you think we made?
Oh, maybe 400.
At least, yeah. It was absurd, absolutely absurd.
Good part was that I got to jump over to your classroom. We hung out for an hour.
Very true. It would have been a very, very different scenario, much worse if we were just by ourselves. More live streams by chance. Well, I am launching my second channel. It's going to be called, I'm not going to give you the name yet, you guys, if I haven't said it, but I'll have links out. So I'm going to be doing stuff on that. But yes, I absolutely will have more live streams, different times of the day, different days of the week. 100% there will be more live streams as we go through. And thank you, Nate. You know I'm ready anytime, man. I'm super excited for what Nate has in our consultation. So, yep, exactly, Mark. It's just going to get replaced and going through. Oh, man, that's super cool, Joel. I retired from my previous job, and I'm working a different job. Nice. How close did West Y get on the scent to sun drop? Nailed it. I would say straight up nailed it. Have you had West Y sun drop?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, just straight up nailed it. Yep. All right, and then quick question before we get back here. Why is it important to use oil in the morning rather than using it after an evening shower? Because the time you wake up, James, you've slept all night. It's ran its course, and it's the benefits are going to be gone by that time. You just need to kind of reapply. Pretty much everybody, to have the best optimal feel and health, need products twice in a 24-hour period. So that would be one that you want to do, James. Oil is the most important. If you used it after your shower at night, let's say 8 hours later, you ask, can I just use butter? No, the skin is king. The skin is number one, and you're not treating the skin with butter, so you want to reapply that oil in the morning to the skin. So yes. My second channel is all about teaching and hopefully helping the future of public education. It's going to be me shedding light on where I think it's going wrong, but also not just complaining about it, but it's also giving advice and reasoning and perspective on how I think it can go in a better direction. And it's none of the stuff you guys see on the news and all that buzz topic, political. It's not that at all. It's real stuff. It's stuff that's actually happening. So super, super excited. Yep. Okay. You announced it on Monday, but you can reclassify that saying, okay, did I announce it on Monday? All right. So, and I'll just say it. So the new channel's name is Why I Left Teaching. Why I Left Teaching. It's going to be all about that, man. I'm super, super excited. Hey, Shade, thank you, man. You already did so much, man. So much.
Thank you.
And Grant, I've been following your new job journey on Facebook. Very inspiring. You seem very happy, man. I'm very, very excited for you. Really, really excited for you. Will the mayor show the face? I'm sure he will.
When I retire,
yeah, we gotta be careful, of course.
So I'm gonna be. He's gonna have a voice on education, which I think is great. I'm gonna listen to every word he says because I respect him. But I'm also gonna be working that job and be there as well. But so what?
Yep.
You know what?
And that's the thing too. It was to give you an idea of a topic that I'm going to cover on the channel. As teachers, we are like embedded from day one and almost beat down that you don't share your opinion. You don't speak out. You fall in line. You do your job, and then you leave. You don't get to really share anything. This channel, I'm going to be sharing everything all these teachers feel, everything all these teachers talk about but feel like they can't share. I'm the guy, and I'm already starting to do that while I'm still there because I know I'm already on the way out. But it's just kind of like a messed up feeling that you feel like you have no way to share your thoughts and feelings, even though you're the one doing the job, even though you're the one with the degrees and the experience. So that's going to be a major part of it. So thank you, Mark, man. You're a massive part of the support and success. The goal of the new channel is to improve public education in the United States. Period. I have kids coming up. I have a 2-year-old daughter, a 4-year-old son, and a 6-year-old son. I want their schooling to be as good as possible. And I do believe this channel is going to make a difference. I do. I think it's going to make such a difference that these administrations and education decision makers across the country, especially my state, are going to have difficult conversations. And so I'm very, very excited about that. So that is my one for sure. Can I call you Dan after you retire? You can, AJ. Until then, it's Mr. Command. But yes, once I retire, I officially invite you to call me by my government name.
Cannot believe you still hung in this long, AJ. That's amazing. Glad to have you here.
So cool. All right, cool. Thanks, Tyler.
This is David J. I spend a lot of time at sea due to my job, particularly underwater. I noticed that my beard hasn't been feeling the same recently, and I'm not sure if the overexposure to salt water is affecting it. My beard's been feeling very slimy lately, and it's gotten significantly thicker. I literally can't even run a comb through it anymore. Any advice on how you get this back in order? Thanks a lot.
Okay, so David J. He works in the sea. Interesting. We do have a scuba diver, DJ. That's his job. It's not him, though. And when will the new channel go live? Mid-June. My first video is going to be my Board of Education speech, which is a banger. I'm super excited for it. I've edited it probably 17 times already, but my beard's been feeling very slimy. Okay, so in the sea, slimy, can't get a comb through it. Man, I don't know. I would guess David uses some kind of like old school seashell comb or something. So we'll see here.
Whatever Little Mermaid was using.
Right. So start formulating your thoughts on David and what you think his beard would look like, and let's see if we can help him out.
Oh.
Who we got here, Mayor?
Davy Jones.
Davy Jones. And here's DJ the Scuba Diver. I'll be honest, this was submitted by Scott, who's in the chat right now. He just wanted to put a little fun, a little bit of humor into this to see how people thought as we set up that description, and that was his description, by the way, brilliantly worded right here. And we wanted to see how you guys set it up. Davy Jones, right? Davy Jones locker there. So just in good fun.
I don't even think the AverLight Pro is going to help.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't even, guys, if you have this situation, I can't even help you. Algae buildup, Jake, I think there is a strong yes on the algae buildup on that one.
Can we just say one of the coolest characters they've ever done? I mean, it just is like real. It's gross. It moves. All that.
The like visual of it is captivating. So that was amazing. Cool. I hope we set you guys up and
do this every show.
Which ways we could spin it and do like a version of the name. Mm-hmm. All right, I designate this for the mayor. It obviously doesn't have to be any show, but if you can get creative and think of something, that would be funny.
Wheels. Can you smell the smoke from the wheels turning?
I never say this, but he should shave. Yeah. So you said you're retiring from teaching 4 months. That's in July, but your second channel. Oh, is it? No, so I'm doing it in June. All right, so March to April
to May to June. It's
hey,
3 months.
Leo, thank you, man.
Leo.
I don't teach math.
You only got 3 months left.
Hey, you just made my outlook even brighter. So thank you, Leo. That's awesome. No, I have 3 months. Fantastic, Leo. That stupid counting always gets me. Usually, if it's one hand, I'm good, but oh well.
This is Trevor R. Let's start with the beard. This was taken today. Kudos to my daughter for the awesome pics. I'm 9 months in, and the only trims I have done is keeping my mustache above the lip, faded the sideburns at the 6-month mark, and cleaned up the cheek lines. I'm about to transition into a new position at work that will require me to connect with other branches on team calls. Work is absolutely fine with beards, but I'm looking to get a trim to appear a little more professional. Okay. Overall, I like the length, but I feel that the size could use a touch-up. Any advice would be appreciated. Second thing is shipping rates to Canada. Unfortunately, with any site that is free shipping over so many dollars, it doesn't apply to shipments to Canada. Once you factor in the exchange rate and the international shipping rate, sometime later, the cost of shipping is higher than the cost of the order. Is there a way to bring those costs down for bearded brothers up north?
No, not unless you get the governments to work it out and drop the fees and the challenges. Essentially, when those shipping rates are calculated, it's automatically processed. The beard companies make $0 off of your shipping. So that is just what it literally takes the price to get the products from you to Canada. And there's likely no way. There's a rare couple that have a free shipping threshold for Canada, but it's usually like $100, $150. But Trevor, to sum it up, no. Unless a company is going to take a massive hit to try and lower shipping for you, it's likely not going to be possible. And I don't fully see that happening because even shipping is risky. There's people that will get it and customs will seize it. Customs will have extra ones there. So unfortunately, no, because that's just what it costs, which I wish we could help more, but cannot there.
And it might be there might be better options, but we had 2 years of COVID where people weren't even crossing borders and things like that.
The only other option that I've heard of, this is an extreme one, but I do know someone personally that does this. They have a P.O. box just over the border in America, have everything shipped to that P.O. box. Then they randomly, once a month, once every other month, they drive to the border. Most Canadians live within 100 miles of the border. It's like absurd. Like 97% of Canadians live within 100 miles of the U.S. border. So they drive an hour to go to the border, cross the border, right? It's for free, get their P.O. box, and then go back.
That's crazy.
So that could be an option.
Yeah, that's great. What's your purpose for entering our country today? Picking up my beard oil.
Yep.
Please follow me over this way.
All right, so more professional trim wants to know what we think. Oh, man, Trevor, first off, this is going to hurt my soul and everybody's soul out there oh, man, for me, I think your beard is as professional as it gets. Look at this side pro. Look at this. Your beard is clean. Your beard is well put together. The colors are absolutely epic. I am going to sit this one out because I cannot, with a good conscience, give you an advice because it almost contradicts my whole theory on this channel that any beard can be professional depending on how you maintain it, right? There are terrible long beards out there that do not look professional. Yours looks professional, my friend. So I'm going to sit this one out. Look at the chat, please, as everyone's coming through here, as they're giving. Unfortunately, the border's like 6 hours away. Hey, you're one of those rare Canadians, Trevor. But please read this one And the mayor, if he would like, is going to give you an option on a trim, or he can have his own his own thoughts here. What do you got, Mayor?
I'm going to try and make everybody happy with this one. And I'm going to suggest that you don't touch your beard in any way, but you improve your professional look with maybe a little bit of a haircut. Get that hair just up over the ear a bit, dial it in a little bit more, make that beard even pop more, because you work hard on that beard. That beard is your baby. You know, like, I don't know that there's anything you could take off, but the haircut, maybe that's something to consider.
Jake is exactly in line with you. He said faded haircut. I agree. Man, look, you can't touch it, Trevor. Oh my goodness. Shock value. Epic. Please do not trim. No trim. All right. Flawless victory. Great beard. Do not trim. Do not trim. Leave it alone. You have a beard that we're all proud of, and we don't even know you like that, Trevor. Oh man. And we have a lot of people agreed with the haircut. Haircut. Agreed with the haircut. All right. Hey, that agreed with the mayor. Fantastic advice. I would have never thought about that. That's why we are here, you guys. If you're like, I'm on a video, I want to up my level of professionalism, that haircut could make all the difference. So just something to consider. But Trevor, dude, that would make us sick. And I only say that because your beard looks professional, dude. It is so well put together. That is an epic level beard. Epic.
Yeah, and it's going to even just bring strength, I think, to your professionalism with the right little tweaks.
Yeah. But other than that, we cannot in good faith give you a...
Thanks for sharing that. What a great question, and I hope we gave you something you can consider.
Yeah, awesome, man. And Trevor, if you have some feedback, drop it below. Even Leo agrees there. He said haircut on this one. Man, Sarah says sweet beard. I would... Andrew, it sounds like you're up in northern Canada. It's like, I think it's borderline a law that you have to have a beard if you're 6 hours away from the border out there. So, man, truly. My daughter's laughing hysterically. Hey, hopefully she's laughing with pride because of how nice of a beard that you have. So, man, that is fantastic. Fantastic, Trevor. Thank you for sending in.
This is Carlos M. Loving the live streams. What advice can you give me for my beard to appear fuller and have my cheeks fill in faster? What advice can you give me to tell my barber? He is one of my best friends and always willing to help me out to make sure my hair and beard look good at all times. He has given me haircuts from when I had no facial hair to the beard I have now.
Okay, all right, Carlos. And I do have to say real quick, Cheerwine, I'm going down to a 7. The more I drink it, I like it. It's enjoyable. I will drink the other one, so we have 4, so 1 for me and Mayor. I will drink the other one, but the boosted carbonation's messing with my mind. It's freaky. There's so much carbonation in this. It is like a seltzer. It's like drinking a seltzer pop.
It's not, as long as it's not the way I smell. Messing with your mind.
Oh, no.
Could be.
Nope.
I mean, I'm saying.
Hey, could be subconscious.
All
right.
know.
I was just thinking about the Cheerwine. Carlos, what advice do you have to tell the barber? Okay, all right.
And cheeks to fill in faster.
Okay, let's see here, Carlos. Hey, Carlos, in a state, your pictures kept dancing on us, Carlos.
Never had that before.
Never. Kept twisting sideways every time we'd reopen the presentation, so we're happy here. All right, cheeks, patience, ride it out. If you want to go extreme, you can look into minoxidil. We have somebody later in the show that has used minoxidil. You can also do if you look up the video, Dancy Bearded Beard Patch. That'll have one to check out. But I'm digging it, man. I like it here. All right, Mayor. He's going to a barber. What should Carlos tell the barber?
I love the fade up. I love the length of your hair. You have a naturally curly hair for the beard itself. For the beard itself, the side profile gives a little bit where you might transparency. But the big thing I think is going to be the cleanup on the neckline. I think with your style and your length, just a touch and just to straighten out a little narrow. You see what I'm talking about here? Kind of in the crook or whatever. That. Nothing more than that.
Oh, okay.
Is really
the sides, yeah.
Yep.
So you usually refer to the neckline on the bottom. Bottom line here.
The sides.
Sides of the beard. Okay. I was like, yeah, Carlos. I see what the mayor's saying there. I would ask, why are you going to a barber? That would be my main advice. Did he explain anything on there for?
He just made. Some guys are just really don't want to do it themselves, but yeah, we would think that you could.
But I'm not asking that. That's the wrong frame.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not asking why you're going to the barber as compared to doing it yourself. I don't see why you're trimming the beard right now. I don't see anything unbalanced. I don't see anything that's real danger, transparency. I would love to see you keep growing and then focusing on the styling aspect to get it to go where you want. For me, I do not see a need for a trim right now. I would say just keep going. I think it looks really good. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I do like if we got to give the barber something. I agree with the mayor. If you want a nice clean line right there, we can do that. But
that's not gonna change your front looking anyway.
right? Yeah, absolutely. So I would say just keep growing, man. Keep growing.
It just takes the time, you know. It's a lot of times we just say patience.
And for some people, it's more than others. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, right?
In general, the younger you are, the longer you have to wait.
Yes, spot on. Mayor's killing it tonight, you guys.
Hey,
Finishing my thoughts that left out.
Every dog has a day. All right, this is Sam H. Looking for some styling advice for my beard. My typical grooming routine is oil weight, heated brush, 340 degrees, comb pick out, comb down. It's a quick routine, but it's leaving my beard a bit flatter than I'd like. Fantastic routine, by the way.
Right. Sam's a monster.
Yes.
Michigan pride.
Just like showing off in class.
Yeah.
My goatee area is longer and more dense than my sides due to cutting it down to just a goatee before fall. I've been letting it grow since about September and the sides since November. I oil after every shower and try to remember to butter up every night. I'm 34 and drink about a gallon of water in a day. In the near future, I'm planning on treating myself to a trim shape up from an experienced barber. Should I just have them even up the lengths of the two areas? Should I have them thin out the goatee area for more uniform density? Any suggestions for the mustache, head hair to complement the beard? Also, any other styling advice is more than welcome. Thank you, Dan, Mayor, and the chat in advance for the advice. First set of pictures is just after a shower, only oil. Second is after I tried blow drying my beard.
Cool. So Sam, first one that I'd like to say here is before we even see any pictures, you asked should he thin out the goatee? I have never, in the thousands and thousands of beards that I've seen, cannot remember ever having a situation where I thought thinning out an area to balance the other one would be a good idea. So I just want to put that out there. We'll see and then give that advice from here. But usually that's not something that I like to go to. Okay, so uneven goatee area compared to the rest of it. And then suggestions on the mustache and head hair as we go through. Awesome. And we do have two sets of pictures here. So this is before the heat. This is after heat. Before heat, after heat over here as we go through. Okay, so let's first tackle he was talking about, okay, so the goatee area being more than the sides. And I think, Sam, it looks way more prevalent before heat than after heat. I like the styling that you're doing in that area. Let's check out the sides where we have here. Absolutely no thinning. That is off the table completely. I would not do that at all. The bit of advice that I would add is that I would say that you may be a little bit too worried about that unevenness on the density, and I feel like it's stopping the tidying up on the sides. I would love to see you just come in on the sides here and just all this excess hair that's kind of going out and about. I would either really keep styling and practicing and training, or my main advice would be, hey, let's just get a nice little hard line right here. And then that's going to go into that head hair that's going to separate, especially in this area. And that's going to make a nice clean. Because you did ask about the head hair to go between that. And I'm going to save the haircut advice for the mayor. He seems to be dialed in on that way more than me. Also, Sam, love the different color of the beard to the head hair. That's so cool. So let me finish my advice here and then I'll kick to the mayor. So clean there. Do not thin anything. And then the mustache. As you're going through here, I'm loving it. And I've also seen pictures of you styling it with wax. You have a real kind of versatile style that you can go with different options. Do not touch the mustache. I think it's absolutely fantastic. The only advice I have to offer is that just cleaning up that sides into the head hair.
All right, so my preference, like just to jump off what Dan has said and not repeat too much, is my preference is going to be to get a shorter fade on. Not fade, but blend with your hair type in that upper hair. And then also do a fade and bring that beard. To me, with the length of your beard, the curly cues on the sideburns would look better if you kind of faded that up and into the head hair. I think, again, it's like that same length of a beard as mine. And I know it's a broken record tonight, but an Averlight or something like a heated brush is going to be better for your length than I think you said you're using a blow dryer and trying to brush it through. It's a much more targeted kind of heat, and it's easier to kind of to do this and kind of see the result and learn that technique. I guess I shouldn't say easy. I've never used a blow dryer, but I can only imagine. I've been very happy since I started using a heated brush with my length. As I day after day get a better technique. It does take time. Tool for it is going to be that heated brush rather than a blow dryer at your length. Now, little tweaks here, and you're going to have a A+ beard hair combo look.
Yeah, and with bringing that up, I will say I use a blow dryer on the majority of my beard, but I do use a heated brush on my sides because it is like that. So Sam, if you don't have a heated brush, that could, before trimming the sides, that could be a great thing to explore to try and get those going down. We have great advice out there. Blow it out, comb down. It'll help straighten on the waves. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, Sam, I hope that helped, man. Thank you for sending in. Tell the family we said hello.
This is Chris B.
Last one of the night, guys.
I haven't accepted defeat yet on the minoxidil journey since my sideburns started growing in, but I'm happy with the stash. The goatee is a little wispy, but I've always had one. Just never this long. Just looking for some pointers. As always, thank you.
Okay, let's check out Chris B. Boom, baby! So Chris is going for the minoxidil on the sides here and trying to fill this in. Chris, man, I love the style. This is so unique, so cool to see. The mustache is picture perfect. The soul patch sticking out there, so cool. The goatee area, very well styled. I can tell you're using heat on that and tell you're dialing it in. And I actually really dig the little kind of extended sideburns to give it a little bit of style. For me, if it's not in the cards, I say embrace this fully, keep this fully shaved, and just rock that really unique style. If anybody sees this, they know it is a purposeful style. This is not just like, that's the only spot I grow hair. It's like, no, that is a finely tuned mustache. That is a really well-styled goatee below the chin. I think it looks awesome, man.
Super great look at like the nose ring. It's just you got to talk to this guy if you see him somewhere.
Right. I feel like you don't do this, but you'd be walking the streets of Vegas and there'd be like a magic show going on, and they would be like, do we have any participants that want to get up here? And then they'd call you up to be a part of the show, and then you would pull a rabbit out of your pocket and be like, boom, baby. And they're like, oh wow, he just showed us up. I think that would happen.
I've been carrying a rabbit for 40 years.
Right,
Never
for that
had
moment.
That happen.
Yeah, you're just waiting for it, just waiting to get called up.
What's that smell?
Yeah, talent show. We have Mr. Wamba to the stage.
You're supposed to refresh the rabbit every once in a while.
Oh, that would make sense. Yep, that would make sense.
The hard way.
Neighbor's dog is barking. Oh, that's too late for a dog to be barking, Todd. I'm sorry, man.
Bark back.
Yeah, I have little kids. If there's noise at the neighbors, I am not a happy person. Yeah, I'm not a happy person. That mustache is ready for Hollywood? Absolutely. And what's up, Wishing Well? I saw you commented, man. Appreciate you being here. Same with all of you guys. So awesome, Chris, man. Thank you for sending in. I saw Chris in here earlier. Super positive, super supportive guy, just like so many of you out there. And hey, that's the show tonight, 10:31. That's our ideal. Between 10:30 and 11 is our goal. Usually closer to 10:30 on Wednesdays, especially after our Sunday and Mondays go a little later. So yeah, there's Chris right there. Awesome, man. Hey, so next week we'll be here. We need you guys. Mayor, one more time for the audio listeners out there. How do they get involved? Not only to help themselves, even if you guys are on the edge, it could help out somebody else that's watching.
Organize your thoughts, put it into a couple sentences for us. Send a front view and a side view of your beard and anything specifically you need us to look at. We don't typically need, really a front and a side is typically what we tend to use, right? It's beardadvicelive@gmail.com, and usually within the week, we will be in touch.
Yeah, and you'll get a response back from us that says, hey, you'll be on the show once in a great while, like we had Alex B send in tonight. His beard looked fantastic. He's been in the show multiple times, and we just didn't have any additional advice for him other than your beard looks great. And so we sent a respectful message back and said, hey, Alex, your beard looks great, man. We don't have any advice for you. So there are occasions like that, but normally, especially if you're new, even if it's your perfect beard and you're new and you do have a question and you do have something specific, we'll get you on the show. More specific, the better, right? If you can give us very pointed questions, that's almost always the best approach to going through. So, hey, man, hey, thank you so much, Shade. Again, fantastic. I've got a new favorite in the Mount Rushmore of pops for me. Sundrop is in there. I loved it. And Cheerwine, I'm so glad I tried it. I really enjoy it. It's not a love, but I can now say that I've tried this, which is super cool.
Yeah. I like them both. I would pick, if I saw either one as a special treat, I'd grab it for myself.
Yeah, that's cool.
Not the kids, though. They don't deserve it. If they're being good.
Red dye.
Or
no.
if I need to bribe them a bit.
No red dye for Owen, okay?
Oh, no.
Yeah, Owen, hope you did good at the swim meet tonight. And also, if you guys don't mind, I know there's probably some of you that forgot to hit the thumbs up. You came in, you got swept up in the emotions and the positivity and the great time.
We had those tonight. It was a good show.
Yeah. Hit that thumbs up if you guys don't mind. And I don't know about Cheerwine, but I don't think Sundrop has caffeine. I don't know if Cheerwine has any caffeine either.
Oh, boy.
Let us know in the chat. Does Cheerwine have caffeine? It does? Okay. I was going to say, because for the majority of the show, we didn't have any caffeine. So this was just natural energy.
I don't think I could ever have done that in the beginning. Like I've gotten plugged into the energy, the zone where we just like, boom, we're in on you.
Yep, absolutely. So thank you guys so much. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. I would love to go to bed with 200 likes. I'm not going to lose sleep if we don't, because it's not about the numbers, but it helps us reach more people. It helps us help more beards, brings in more people that, hey, just think that how many people's lives have been benefited from a show like this because of seeing 200 people in the chat. They're like, wow, there is faith in humanity. There are good people out there. There are supportive people, and that's because of you guys coming together. So thank you for everything that you guys do there. Shout out to everybody that brought people. JP, shout out to Scott for the funny entry. Shout out to Shade. Shout out to our Facebook moderators. Shout out to the members like Mike L. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to like Grant and people inspiring us with chasing new jobs, new passions. Life is short. That's what it's all about, guys. Do what makes you happy and enjoy the things that actually matter, right? Just a little good tip on the way out here. So, Mayor, final words for anybody?
I hope to see you guys Sunday on Beyond Bearded as our the Dan C Bearded group starts its presentation week again. It's like Sunday, Monday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Sunday, Monday, Wednesday.
Yep.
And then the videos, of course.
Of course. All right, guys. Take care. Reach out to either of us anytime. Contact is in the description. Thank you, guys. Have a great week.